The name Sea of Japan is widely recognized globally. However, in 1992, at the 6th United Nations Conference on the Standardization of Geographical Names, the Republic of Korea claimed that the name Sea of Japan should be changed to the East Sea, a term that had been used in the Republic of Korea and North Korea, or that the area should be referred to by both names, the East Sea and the Sea of Japan. The Republic of Korea claimed the move was necessary because the name Sea of Japan had come into use as a result of Japan's expansionism and colonialism at the beginning of the 20th century. It is not Japan that gave the name Sea of Japan to the sea area that exists between the Eurasian continent and the Japanese archipelago. The name can be seen prior to the 20th century in numerous historical documents from around the world. For example, the name Sea of Japan appears in this map, drawn by an Italian missionary priest and published in China in the 17th century. According to a survey of approximately 1,500 maps from the 16th to the 19th centuries held at the Bibliothèque Nationale de France, there are approximately 400 historical maps giving names for this body of water. These maps were examined in chronological order. It was found that on maps from the 16th to the 18th centuries, various other names than the Sea of Japan appeared. However, in the latter half of the 19th century, all of the maps published used the name Sea of Japan. A field study was conducted to examine some 1,435 maps belonging to the United States Library of Congress. The collection included a total of 563 maps that were published in the 17th and 18th centuries during Japan's period of isolation. Of these, 74% referred to the area as the Sea of Japan. At the British Library and the University of Cambridge, it was found that 50 out of 58 maps published in the 19th century used the name Sea of Japan. This compelling body of historical evidence indicates that the claim made by the Republic of Korea, alleging that the term Sea of Japan only came into use at the beginning of the 20th century, is unfounded. So why is this area called the Sea of Japan? It's because the Japanese archipelago separates this sea area from the Pacific Ocean. There are many other sea areas that are named following the same principle. For example, the Andaman Sea, which is separated from the Indian Ocean by the Andaman Islands, and the Gulf of California, which is separated from the Pacific Ocean by the California Peninsula. There are cases where an individual country applies local names to certain maritime areas for domestic use based on that country's geographic location. For example, the Baltic Sea is also called the East Sea, Ostsee, in Germany. The same situation occurs in the Republic of Korea, where it is common to refer to surrounding sea areas as the East Sea, West Sea, and South Sea. In contrast, the name Sea of Japan is reasonable from a geographical point of view. In fact, it has been accepted not only in Japan, but around the world. The U.S. government, for example, has repeatedly expressed in press briefings and online materials that it uses the name Sea of Japan. Furthermore, the United Nations officially stated in 2004 that it recognizes the name Sea of Japan as the standard geographical term for the area, and as such, it is used in all its official documents. In addition, all other major international organizations, such as the International Maritime Organization, the International Civil Aviation Organization, UNICEF, and UNESCO have clearly stated their policy to solely use the name Sea of Japan. In The Limits of Oceans and Seas, a publication by the International Hydrographic Organization, IHO, that lists all names of seas around the world, the term Japan Sea is used. The name Sea of Japan gained universal status for a logical reason, and as such has been used around the world since the late 18th century. It is commonly used in most countries and by major international organizations. Hypothetically, what would happen if we attempted to internationalize names like West Sea or East Sea, which are only geographically relevant to certain countries? It would only lead to unnecessary and unwanted confusion internationally. Any attempt to change the logical and internationally recognized name of the Sea of Japan to a name used only in the Republic of Korea with no basis will not pass the sound judgment of the international community.